new. And believe me, it'll cost you a lot less than replacing these. This is Stacy Sinks with Less's Glass Service. If it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Less's Glass. Less's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lessglassservice.com.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. The Brewers play the Cubs this afternoon at 1:08 in the first playoff game of the season. Brewers warm-up starts right here on WTMJ at 11. Taking a look at your roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic, we're seeing some major closures this weekend. The first is for the Milwaukee Lakefront Marathon. That includes 794 heading northbound, including the Hone Bridge, all the way up until 2. Most marathon closures will clear by 4 this afternoon. And the second is part of the Hale Interchange project. It's a 54-hour closure on the southbound portion of I-41 between the Zoo Interchange and the Hale Interchange. Other than that, no major incidents, no major delays. Here's your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today, mostly sunny, breezy, very warm, high of 90. Overnight tonight, mainly clear, mild, and a little humid, low of 65 degrees. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, breezy, still warm, high of 87. Monday, mostly cloudy with showers likely, high of 74. Tuesday, rain early, then decreasing clouds, high of 70. Right now in Green Bay, it's 70. In Madison, it's 71. In Waukesha, it's 71. And in Milwaukee, we are looking at 72 degrees. I'm Elizabeth Linton, and Outdoor Living Unlimited WTMJ News Time is 9:07.
Find furniture for life from Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield, Greenfield, or downtown Milwaukee. Milwaukee Mattress, where top quality mattresses are priced hundreds less than premium national mattress brands. Found exclusively at Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield, Greenfield, and downtown Milwaukee.
The following program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed during the Fox World Travel Show are solely that of the hosts and guests of Fox World Travel, and not WTMJ or Good Karma brands. Need a vacation? Whether it's the trip of a lifetime or a weekend getaway, we can help. This is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day.
Oh, and it is that kind of weather you really are thinking about relaxing, getting away. I'm Libby Collins on the Fox World Travel Show, along with Andrea Pradarelli this week. Rose Gray, she's off with Steve. They are having a trip of a lifetime. And Andrea, good morning.
Good morning.
You know, I'm a little jealous with Rose going to one of my favorite places because they are in Sicily.
And she's hanging out with Steve Scafidi. What more could you possibly ask for a fun trip?
I was going to say just perfect timing. But you're here with us today, and there's so many things to talk about. You know, that music here at the beginning, it kind of got me into that mood where I want to go off and sip a few daiquiris, maybe on board a beautiful ship in the Caribbean. And there is a very, very special thing going on with Fox World Travel if you want to get away, especially in those cold weather months, for some wonderful cruises.
There is, yeah. This is the time of year that we like to lovingly refer to as wave season. We really want to talk about all things cruises, all things big ship, ocean, anything that cruise lines can offer you. We have a really fun cruise sale going on right now with our good friends at Royal Caribbean. It's called our Loyal to Royal sale that we do typically every year around the same time. You can text in today. The text line is open. So if you do text FWT, F like Fox, W like World, T like Travel, to 855-616-1620, you can get a link that's going to show you all of the great ways, that you can get cruise deals this wave season. So what our exclusive deal with Royal Caribbean is, it runs now through October 10th. So you have till the end of next week, this coming week, to get in on the sale and the deals. We have up to 73% off the public rates that are being offered right now on over 300 different cruises and itineraries that Royal offers. It's anything that's 3 nights or more, which you typically don't want to take a cruise for anything less than 3 nights anyways. We have some onboard credits that we can share, some specialty dining offers, some spa credits, credit based on the type of cabin category that you book, and it's really good for anything Caribbean, Mediterranean, and Alaska. So really all of your cruising needs will be hit with all of the cruises that we have to offer with Royal Caribbean. So again, if you want the link to be able to take advantage of some of those exclusive deals that we have with our good partners at Royal Caribbean, again, that's FWT, F like Fox, W World, T like Travel, 855-616-1620. Again, take advantage of some really great cruise deals
Andrea,
this wave season.
You went over that pretty quickly, and I want to emphasize it because you said it's up to 73% off public rates. I mean, that's a tremendous savings.
We, on some really select cruises, we see some really fantastic rates thanks to our partnership that we have with Royal Caribbean. We can take some of the sailings that they have, we can hold some group space with them and get some really, really fantastic prices. We have seen a couple. I saw one the other day that was like a 14-day Asia Japan one that was like $1,500 off per person based on what the public rate was. So there are some really good rates to be had for sure this sail.
Well, one of the things I really enjoy about cruising is you can get on the ship and you don't have to unpack. It's
really nice.
It really, and it's all inclusive. I mean, because you know that your meals are covered. You can get, of course, the drink packages when you want them. There are things to do on the ship. You can really budget a trip far better than if you're, going out and doing it on your own and it's all on the land and you never know where you're going to eat and what it's going to cost you. Cruising, you can save. It turns out you almost save money when you go on a vacation.
Yeah, and it's really great for those that really love to see different destinations, like you said, unpack one time. And these cruise ships, some of them are absolutely insane with their offerings on board. They have rock climbing walls and pickleball courts and go-karts and laser tag, and the spas are just absolutely enormous. And the entertainment is phenomenal on these ships. So if you are someone that, again, likes to really be entertained, have a lot of amazing options at your fingertips for entertainment and, again, onboard amenities, these are really great vacations to consider.
Andrea, I want to go into a little more depth about why you want to sail with Royal Caribbean. Again, you mentioned it's not just the Caribbean, it's the Mediterranean, Alaska. Let's get into that in just a couple minutes. We've got Andrea Pradarelli here this morning. She is in for Rose Gray on the Fox World Travel Show. And if you've got questions about places you want to go and how to get there and where to stay, well, Andrea can tell you about it. All you have to do is give us a call on the Siding Unlimited WTMJ Talk and text line 855-616-1620. We'll get to your questions. We'll have more from Andrea, and we'll find out why Royal Caribbean is such a great selection. It's all ahead on the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Time to get your furnace ready to work this winter. Vince Vitrano here with my HVAC guy, Ryan Sopa at Urban Heating and Cooling. Ryan, you're doing furnace tune-ups now.
Correct. We're starting to do furnace maintenance, making sure your furnace is ready for the upcoming cold weather.
You do all that for less than $100. You can save big, though, if you spend that money up front, right? Make sure this thing is good.
Correct. I mean, if we come in there and do a maintenance on your furnace, so it can help prevent major breakdowns for the next season.
Thanks, Ryan. Contact them now at urbanheatingandcooling.com. urbanheatingandcooling.com.
The Wisconsin retirement system impacts over 690,000 people, including police, firefighters, teachers, and UW employees. Join Annex Wealth Management and WTMJ's Steve Scafidi for a free webinar. Understand your WRS potential on Tuesday, October 21st at 3:30 p.m. Learn how your WRS pension fits into your financial portfolio and planning. The Annex Financial Planning team is experienced with WRS pensions and holistic financial planning. Register at annexwealth.com/events. Know the difference with a fee-only fiduciary. That's Annex Wealth Management.
Without an Advent clinic nearby, people suffering needlessly from chronic nasal congestion and sinus infections would be stuck with either Band-Aid or Sledgehammer solutions. Band-Aids are pills or nasal sprays, and they're not true solutions. Surgery is a sledgehammer, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Because most people don't need surgery for nose and sinus issues, nor do they want a 14-day recovery. Our unique Advent approach can, in 20 minutes in our office, open your blocked nose for good, with only 1-day recovery. I'm Advent founder Dr. Kandula. Outside of Advent's four walls, invasive surgery is what they'll recommend. But here you will find effective and convenient in-office solutions to help you stop the need for Band-Aids and avoid the sledgehammer.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
Welcome back to Ask Hasselus. I'm Weston. What's your question?
You know when that big online store has special days with ridiculously low prices?
Yeah?
Why doesn't Hasselus Mattress do that?
We do.
You do? When?
Every day.
Okay, good one. But really, when are the big discounts?
Like I said, every day. You know our showrooms are employee-free.
So I can give your mattresses a try.
With no pushy sales guy.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that allows us to sell Sealy Posturepedic, Beauty Rest, and more for way less.
Give me numbers.
Our 35 beds from the top 5 brands start at $393. Free next day delivery, too.
And you do this every day?
Yeah. Plus, through Monday, get a free box spring with every Sealy Posturepedic, Beauty Rest, and more, or take an equal amount off an adjustable base.
Wow.
So I guess you could say now is a prime time to buy.
I see what you did there.
Open 9 to 9. Find an employee-free showroom near you or shop online at Hasselus.com.
Planning a vacation? We've got you covered. You're listening to the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
And I'm Libby Collins, and for Dayton Kane, we've got Andrea Pradarelli. She's here for Rose Gray this week, and we're going to get to some of your questions in just a minute at 855-616-1620. But I want to ask you first, because we've been talking about the wave sale, and if you text FWT, make sure you do that in all capital letters to 855-616-1620. You can find out about those great cruise deals from Fox World Travel. But you mentioned Royal Caribbean, and why do you like that particular line? And what are some of the special things that they offer, Andrea?
Personally, I think that Royal is one of those cruise lines that truly has something for everyone. It is an all-ages adventure. The brand is great for multi-generational travel. We see a lot of grandparents deciding to take, their kids, their extended family, and getting to travel together. They have a ton of really cool youth programs on board. Their dining is fantastic. Again, we talked about this a little bit earlier, but the entertainment on board is truly that of like Broadway caliber. They have aqua shows and theaters on board and ice capades and really everything you could possibly think of. So really, I truly do think it has, again, something for everybody. Even if you're not into, doing the flow rider surf simulator, you can also relax at the spa. You can take advantage of one of the pools on board. Again, there's some of these ships that they've recently been launching are the biggest ships on the sea, and anything you could think of that you could want to do while you are out in the middle of the ocean on board a big ship, they have it for you. It's really cool. And even though they're really big, they do a really fantastic job of keeping it separate. Like they have these cool things called neighborhoods on board. So you are in Central Park or you're in, the home neighborhood. So you kind of always know where you are. The technology on board is just absolutely phenomenal. So again, it's a really cool experience all the way around. They own their own private island. They have that perfect day at Coco Cay that they've been advertising all over the place. Where, again, you kind of get this top private island experience. So I just can't say enough good things. I've sailed with Royal Caribbean before. We have lots of families that sail with Royal, and we always just hear such great feedback.
And it's not just Caribbean vacations. They also travel to other places.
Yeah, I think they get people kind of put them in a category because their name is Royal Caribbean, and don't get me wrong, they do the Caribbean phenomenally well. But yeah, they sail all over the world. They do Asia, they do Mediterranean, they do Alaska. So it doesn't always have to be, again, that kind of cookie cutter 7-day Caribbean, Bahamas, that kind of cruise. They really do it all. Obviously, certain times of year is kind of what dictates where their ships are going to be. Some of them are going to be up in Alaska versus being in the Caribbean. In the winter seasons, they're going to be in the Caribbean more. But they do everything from 3 nights all the way up to 300 plus day around the world cruises. So anything and everything in between that you could think of, Royal can help with that.
And this cruise sale, you can get up to 73% off public rates. That's right. I said 73% off. All you have to do if you want to find out more is text the word or text the letters FWT, do it all in caps, FWT to 855-616-1620, and you can find out about these great cruise deals during this wave season. Andrea, there's so much more we want to talk about this hour with you on the Fox World Travel Show. I know you've got a trip to Japan. We'll get to that a little bit later on, but we've got some questions coming in on the Siding Unlimited talk and text line at 855-616-1620. We're going to get to all of them right after this on the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ. It is going to be a hot one today. Mostly sunny, breezy, very warm, even some humidity. We're going to get up to 90 degrees. Looks like we're going to be breaking records today around southeastern Wisconsin. It is 73 at 9:21 on WTMJ.
How do you want your backyard to look? New deck, patio, shade area, pergola, fire pit, in-ground pool, outdoor kitchen, or all of it? Let Outdoor Living Unlimited design and build your space, and everyone will scream wow when they see your new backyard. Stop by Outdoor Living Unlimited's resourceful Waukesha showroom or visit OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
For 70 years, Geis has been the trusted garage authority in Wisconsin. WTMJ's Greg Matzik here. Don't let a busted garage door get you down. Call my friends at Geis today. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build custom designs to meet your exact needs. For swift and reliable garage repair solutions, go to GeisDoors.com. You can also visit their amazing showroom in Brookfield and their custom design room.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
If you need a place for new home interior ideas, then you have to come talk to us. Our on-staff decorators know furniture, home decor, and a lot more. And they're not only creative, but also very willing to help you make great choices. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating taste come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee. Stop in often, because our inventory changes daily.
Design Exchange.
Previously, it has been gently loved. But here, you'll only find very well-conditioned premium home decor items that you likely won't find elsewhere. Distinctive furniture, unique antiques, and original art, and other tasteful home decor at a value. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating taste come to find premium home decor on consignment at 25 to 40% off retail prices in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
Take your travel tips from the travel experts. Welcome back to the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
And Rose Gray is off with Steve Scafidi on a trip to Italy. We've got Andrea Pradarelli here today. I'm Libby Collinson for Dayton Kate. And Andrea, we've got some questions coming in on our talk and text line. Let's start with, how far ahead can you renew your passport and global entry?
So a passport and global entry aren't the same thing. So for your passport, renewals, depending on how you do it, they're taking a couple weeks. They can take up to 8 to 10. So I would say, depending on when you're traveling, earlier is always better. Do it as far out as you possibly can just to avoid any potential situations. I remember one time several years ago, I was working with a gentleman who had everything ready to go. He was leaving in a week and found out that his passport was being denied because how he applied for it was one letter off than what was on his birth certificate, which he never even knew was spelled like that on his birth certificate. So you never know. Weird stuff can come up. So always, as soon as you know you have that trip ready to go, even if it's months out, definitely work on getting that passport taken care of. There are different ways that you can renew now. I know we've had several people call in the last couple weeks in the show saying that they've done their renewal online at travel.state.gov, and it worked like a charm that they had it done within like a week and a half. So that's definitely something to look into. If you qualify for online renewal, that would be the way I would go with that. And then for global entry, that you definitely want to get in as quickly as you can as well, just because we have heard of there being a bit of a backlog with the global entry process. There is an interview process. You do have to go to a pre-approved area, which typically is one of those larger airports for that interview process, and sometimes it can take months to get that interview taken care of. So I would definitely, again, do both of them quickly as soon as you possibly can, get it on the books. The global entry can be done through the Trusted Traveler Program. It's TTP. Or again, you can go to the State Department website, which we talk about all of the time, which is travel.state.gov, and all of the instructions and links and everything that you'll need will be there as well.
What is the advantage of doing global entry?
Global entry kind of pre-screens you for all of your future travel that you've got going on. So it allows you to avoid having to go through the typical customs and immigration process when you are flying back in from an international trip. So oftentimes, if you have been at like Chicago, for example, you'll see that they have those special kiosks where you can completely avoid standing through the line talking to a customs or immigration like TSA officer, and you just go in, you put your global entry number in, and you're already, again, kind of pre-scanned, pre-cleared to not have to fill out all of that normal paperwork that you do. So it definitely, if you're someone that travels a fair amount internationally, it could definitely save you some time and some headache and some hassle when you are coming back in from your travels.
And how long is that good for once you have your global entry?
I believe the global entry is good for 10 years, and it is a little bit, there's a couple different levels. I know sometimes people talk about getting like the pre-check, like the TSA pre-check, then there's global entry, and then there's one where you can do both. So the TSA pre-check, that allows you to kind of, again, fast pass those lines, not take your belt off, not take your shoes off, have to take laptops out of bags. So that's a little bit different too, but they all have different fee structures. They all have different lengths of validity on them. So again, all of that information you can definitely take a peek at. Go to travel.state.gov. You can also go to tsa.gov, and they'll give you all of that information there as well.
All right, we've got Andrea Pradarelli here. She is in for Rose Gray today on the Fox World Travel Show. Somebody's going on a river cruise, Andrea, and they want to know, do they need travel insurance for the airline tickets if they're refundable and the rest of their trip is already insured?
I'm a huge fan of travel insurance regardless. Lots of times there are added perks and benefits to buying travel insurance outside of just the cancellation aspect that I think is really helpful. If the cruise itself is already insured and you have travel insurance for that piece of it, and you know that includes some medical insurance, some emergency evacuation insurance, trip delay insurance, all of those are really important to have. If that's already covered and your air is a refundable ticket, I would say it may not be quite as necessary, because you know if something prevents you from traveling and you have to cancel, you're getting your actual money back. Most airline tickets are not refundable, and typically you're only getting a credit, if that, back if you needed to cancel or make changes. So if you know for sure that your flights are refundable, and you know that your insurance on the cruise portion has all of those extras that we just talked about covered, again, the medical, the emergency evac, the trip delay, baggage delay, all of that, then I would say you're probably good to not have it on the air portion.
Okay.
But definitely double check. There's all sorts of rules, regulations, all sorts of things that come along with it. So always good to just double, triple check just to be on the safe side.
I was going to say, usually when you book your trip, you want to get that coverage right away.
Correct. Yeah, the earlier you can get the travel insurance after you've purchased it, the better. Lots of them have something called pre-existing conditions, where if you don't purchase it within X amount of days after the trip is deposited on, they won't cover you for certain reasons. So you can always give one of our advisors a call during our business hours. We're open Monday through Friday, 866-GO-FOX-GO, super easy number to remember. They can always look at it for you as well. You can tell them what policy you already have. They can see if there's something that we might be able to offer that maybe you're not getting with the other policy. But again, just double check that you have all that extra coverage in addition to the cancellation.
And also, let's remind everybody about the Wave Season great cruise deal. If you want to find out what they are, and that includes up to 73% off public rates, all you have to do is text FWT. Make sure you do it in all capital letters, FWT, to 855-616-1620, and you can get all the information from Fox World Travel about the great cruise deals this wave season. Do it today because this is only going on for a couple more days. Andrea, we've got a lot of questions coming in. We're going to get to all of those here in the next half hour on the Fox World Travel Show. But right now it is 9:30, and we have Elizabeth Linton in the WTMJ Breaking News Center. And what's going on this hour, Liz?
Hi, Libby. A man is recovering after being rescued from a soybean silo. Kenosha County sheriffs responded around 7:45 Friday morning to a farm in the town of Paris. The 65-year-old man became stuck in soybeans while inspecting the auger on the interior of the 20-foot silo. The silo was only filled about a third of the way up with soybeans. Rescue crews constructed an emergency wall around him to clear out the soybeans before hoisting him out of the silo. He was taken to the hospital with minor injuries but is expected to be okay. A Milwaukee Public Schools student detained for making a shooting threat. It happened earlier Friday at Morse Middle School on the city's northwest side. MPS says the student was immediately detained and Milwaukee police were called to the school. No gun was found. The full schedule for the NLDS is now set between the Chicago Cubs and your Milwaukee Brewers. Game 1 starts this afternoon at 1:08 at American Family Field. Game 2 is set for 8:08 next Monday. Then we head to Chicago for the next two. Game 3 will be Wednesday, October 8th at 4:08 at Wrigley, and Game 4 will be Thursday, October 9th at 8:08. If we need a Game 5, it will be next Saturday, October 11th at 3:38 right back here at American Family Field. You can hear all of the games right here on WTMJ. Taking a look at your roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. First off, we have some major closures. The first are for the Milwaukee Lakefront Marathon. That covers 794 northbound lanes, including the Hone Bridge. They're closed from 4 a.m. to 2 p.m. Almost all closures from the Milwaukee Marathon will be clear by 4 this afternoon. The second is a part of the Hale Interchange project. This is a 54-hour freeway closure that will impact the southbound portion of I-41 between the Zoo Interchange and the Hale Interchange. It's expected to open back up on Monday. We also have a crash. That's on the on-ramp to North Avenue heading northbound on I-41 up by Capitol Drive, but it's not causing any major delays at this time, and there aren't many major delays at this time.
Traffic is sponsored by Flanners Home Entertainment, flanners.com. Just press play.
Upgrade your entertainment setup today. For the best in audio and video for your home, indoors and outdoors, Flanners Home Entertainment delivers sound advice at the best price. Flanners, just press play.
Here's your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today, mostly sunny, breezy, very warm and a little humid, high of 90. Overnight tonight, mainly clear, mild, and a little humid, low of 65. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, breezy, high of 87. Monday, mostly cloudy with showers, high of 74. Tuesday, rain early, then decreasing clouds, high of 70 degrees. Right now in Madison, it's 73. In Waukesha, it's 74. And in Milwaukee, we're looking at 74 degrees. I'm Elizabeth Linton, and Outdoor Living Unlimited WTMJ News Time is 9:32.
As the leaves start to turn and the air gets crisp, it's the perfect time to think about your outdoor space. WTMJ's John Mercure here. Go with the company I trust, Landworks Wisconsin. From stunning fall displays and holiday decorating to dormant pruning and bed cleanups, they're doing that for me. Landworks has you covered. The beauty of fall is all around us, and your garden and yard should be no exception. Enhance your outdoor space with professional services from Landworks. Make your home the envy of the neighborhood. Find your outdoor inspiration at landworkswisconsin.com, landworkswisconsin.com.
This year, it just feels different.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Keep it to WTMJ as the Brewers fight their way to a pennant throughout the run of the playoffs. Brewers playoff coverage is presented by the Neurospine Center of Wisconsin and by Annex Wealth Management, Boucher Automotive, and Delta Dental. We are the home of the Brewers. WTMJ.
WTMJ's Vince Vitrano talking with Dr. Mike Nolte at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Doc, a lot of people are hesitant to visit a surgeon for spine care.
The good news is that the vast majority of patients that I see and the majority of conditions that I can see can be successfully treated without surgery. And I don't want patients to think that just because you're seeing a spine surgeon means that you're going to be signing up for surgery. We talk about in my clinic kind of a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C.
Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, there is a difference. OrthoWisconsin.com.
Planning a getaway? Reserve a parking space that includes superior service and value. Exec Park is the only local family-owned valet parking serving travelers using Mitchell Field for over 42 years. Exec Park has an even greater deal for a limited time just for WTMJ fans. It's just $8.50 a day with cash payment when you mention WTMJ. To get terrific valet parking at this amazing rate, make your required parking reservation today. Call 414-747-1000 or visit execpark.com and tell them you're a fan of WTMJ.
At Og Prep North, we know the only way to build the future is on the foundation of excellence and faith. Og Prep North, built for academic, artistic, and athletic excellence, made for more. Learn more at ogprep.org.
Plan a perfect vacation, no matter your budget. This is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
And welcome back. I'm Libby Collins in for Dayton Kane. We've got Andrea Pradarelli here in for Rose Gray, who is enjoying that wonderful trip to Sicily along with Steve Scafidi. And Andrea, we've got a lot of questions coming in on the talk and text line. One is a follow-up to the question about the passports. And they're wondering, with the government shutdown, is that impacting the passport processing and interviews for TSA pre-check and global entry?
That's actually a really great question. My guess, best guess, is that it shouldn't affect passport renewals because the service that handles the passport renewals and registrations is the Bureau of Consular Affairs, and they are considered to be an essential service. And they typically are not shut down as part of the government shutdown. So they would still continue their operations even during a shutdown. So likely we wouldn't see, again, extended delays or anything like that. Could be small delays, sure. I know I talked about this before, but at any time you can see what the current processing time is for new and renewed passports on the State Department website. Again, that is travel.state.gov. They are usually really accurate and in real time, and oftentimes I find that they actually inflate just a little bit just so you don't get overly confident. So sometimes you get it a little bit sooner than what they anticipate, but that's the best way to kind of keep an eye on things. I also know that the U.S. Postal Service, the USPS, is also not going to be affected because they're kind of their own independently funded, and they will continue to accept passport applications, photos, appointments, that kind of stuff. Typically, lots of people will go to post offices to get that done, so that typically is not going to be impacted by a government shutdown either. So we should likely not see any delays, anything majorly impacted, but again, always double check those processing times on the State Department website.
It's 9:37 on WTMJ. Andrea, another question on our talk and text line, by the way, you can get through 855-616-1620, is they understand you've got the wave cruises that special's going on through October 10th, and you can get more information by texting FWT to 855-616-1620. But they said if they don't want to travel Royal Caribbean, are there any other cruise lines that are offering any great deals right now?
Yeah, there are a ton that are offering great deals. This is a really great time. I know it's really hard to think about a warm weather getaway when it's going to be 90 degrees on October 4th, but I promise the cold weather is coming, and so lots of the cruise lines have some really great offers right now. They'll often have BOGO promotions. They might have discounted beverage packages. Our good friends at Holland America oftentimes we'll have that Have It All package that I know Rose talks about a lot. For a discounted price, you can get Wi-Fi and specialty dining and a beverage package and a few other things included in that Have It All package. And a great resource to find all of the promotions and deals that we know about, that we have going on our website, foxworldtravel.com. When you go to the vacation travel tab, there is going to be a clickable button that says Partner Perks. If you click on that Partner Perks, we have all of the top vacation deals that we are seeing each week included in there. And so it might be the major cruise lines that you're familiar with. It might be escorted land tours, like with Insight Vacation applications, Globus, we talk a lot about those. All of the deals and steals that we're finding out there right now and promotions that you could take advantage of are there. So again, that was foxworldtravel.com. Click on that vacation travel tab, and then the partner perks tab or button will get you to find all of those great deals as well.
Are you finding river cruises are as popular as they always have been? Or are they growing in popularity?
River cruises continue to grow in popularity every single year. Just when I think they can't grow more, they do every single year. So yeah, we are already seeing 2026 and 2027 filling up very quickly. I just actually saw a statistic yesterday from our partners at Viking that only 34% of their inventory for 2026 remains, which is not a very high number. So
yeah,
again,
that's
river
surprising.
Cruising,
a whole year out.
It is.
Wow.
Yeah, people are really wanting to plan farther out than they have, which is, again, I'm a planner. I like to have things on the books for as long as I can just so I have all of the time to prepare. So yeah, river cruises would be one that I wouldn't wait till the very end just to see if you could score, some last minute availability or deals because they're full. And I know Colleen was with our partners at Avalon, and she was in Portugal on the Douro River, and that is one of those itineraries that we can't even find availability, sometimes even going into 27 at this point, because it's so popular and everybody is really interested in doing something new and different and unique, and that's a newer river for a lot of the river cruise companies that we work with. So yeah, lots of great options to be had with river cruises. There's all sorts of great companies, all sorts of great rivers, but don't wait around too long on those. I don't know that we're going to see a lot left for river cruising.
Portugal seems to be a real hotspot for travel these days.
It is. Yeah, it is. Typically what happens, it's funny because I think the East Coasters, they're usually pretty trendy, and the East Coasters will start going somewhere, and then by the time it gets to us, we're about a year out from all of the trendy hot spots to go to. But yeah, Portugal and Spain have been on a lot of people's radar the last couple of years, and we are seeing a really, really, really big uptick. And what's really great is we have some advisors on our team who are really familiar with those specific areas. We actually have Brianna in our Oshkosh office. She lived there for a while. She taught English classes over there. So it's really fun that we have all sorts of cool resources and in-house experts that can help you with all of that. I'm going to defer back to our website just for a second here. Again, foxworldtravel.com. If there is a specific area or destination that you're interested in, you can actually read all of our advisor bios on our website as well under that vacation travel tab. And you can put in specific office locations. If there's one you want to work with, you can put in a specific type of travel, whether it's cruising, honeymoon, and you can also put in specific destinations to see who we have on our team that might be best suited to help you with that.
All right. We've got Andrea Pradarelli here. She is with Fox World Travel. And if you want to get through and you have some questions about travel, give us a call on the Siding Unlimited talk and text line, 855-616-1620. It's the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
They saved over $50,000 after we sold their home at only 1.9%. You don't have to pay 6% to market and sell your home. Hundreds of Century 21 Benefit Realty clients will attest. You can get it all for only 1.9%. The more value your home has, the more important it is to find the best real estate commission and the marketing ability to get top dollar. And with Century 21 behind us, that's what we have. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated. Half a century of marketing expertise joined with over 20 years of local market knowledge. Not to mention the savings you'll see after you get our best commission right up front, which, by the way, is only 1.9% on the listing side of your home. Join that together and you can be sure that you've chosen the right real estate experts who have the experience to market your home effectively and give you a commission that'll end up paying for things like new furniture. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated.
When people think sleep apnea, they think CPAP. Now at Advent, we do all we can to help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine. And most sleep apnea sufferers who come to Advent are going to be able to avoid a CPAP altogether. Our unique Advent approach using simple in-office solutions can get your nose working and throat open all under one roof. You see, the root of every snoring and obstructive sleep apnea problem lies within the throat, nose, or both. At Advent, we know when we get the nose and throat working properly, most snoring and sleep apnea problems will subside. And we have the most simple and convenient, ultra-effective in-office solutions that can do just that. And this is why people have traveled by planes, trains, and automobiles from corners of the world you would never think of to find the sleep apnea and snoring relief you won't find elsewhere.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
Church and Chapel Funeral Homes. The best time to plan a funeral is when you don't have to. Church and Chapel Funeral Homes. There's one near you.
Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, and let me say that again. Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors, and we install windows and doors really well. Our team of fine craftsmen show up, lay down drop cloths, remove the old, and install your new beautiful windows, and then clean up behind ourselves so you're left with brand new Pella replacement windows installed by Siding Unlimited and a great experience. Our team from sales to office to install will take you through the process the right way, the Siding Unlimited way, that has earned us the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. If you're getting estimates for windows and doors this fall, be sure to call Siding Unlimited because you can only get Siding Unlimited's professional craftsmen for Pella windows and doors by calling Siding Unlimited. For siding, roofing, windows, and doors, let Milwaukee's National Contractor of the Year, Siding Unlimited, give you a free estimate and start the process. Go to sidingunlimited.com.
Gotta get away? No one does it better. Back to more of the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Travel. That's the way to go. And by the way, if you want to find out more about that wave sale from Fox World Travel, text FWT, all capital letters, to 855-616-1620. You can find out everything going on with the big wave sale through Royal Caribbean. We've got Andrea Pradarelli here for Rose Gray. Andrea, we just got a text in, and this is from Peter. He said, now he just checked online, and he said that some global entry interviews are suspended. Now, again, that's some due to the government shutdown, and some TSA pre-check interviews are being suspended because of personnel shortages in closed federal buildings. But again, it depends on where you are.
Yeah, and I realized, after we were answering that last question, that we really only talked about passports not being affected. I didn't get to the global entry piece of it. But from what I can read right now, global entry interviews are not universally suspended, but obviously that status is going to vary depending on the specific programs, the location, and kind of what the government shutdown continues to do. So likely in-person global entry interviews are probably going to be suspended at enrollment centers during the government shutdown because those are not considered the essentials that need to stay. Those that wanted to continue with the renewal process online, I still would do that just to, even if you have to, set a interview for a month or 2 months out, I still would. And I know sometimes they allow, there are some areas that do a remote pilot program for completing their interview via, a Zoom call or something like that. So again, it really depends on what kind of interview you have, how long out it's going to be at this point. But I would just keep checking your enrollment process. Typically, you have a link to be able to log in and do that just to see what that status looks like. Yeah, and as long as this government shutdown's going on, you probably want to give yourself more time rather than less. All right, here's a question for us. Somebody wants to know if cruise lines do a single cabin on the Amazon River. Some of them will. I know we actually have Roses taking a trip out on the Amazon, and we were able to get a couple single cabins on that ship. We did that with Abercrombie and Kent. So sometimes they will. It kind of depends on the ship. Those usually are much, much, much smaller river ships than what you traditionally see with Europe or even within the U.S., like on the Mississippi and the Columbia. So sometimes they're going to be really limited on the number of single cabins that they allow. But really, it would depend on the company that you were working with. Are there any openings left on that Amazon River trip with Rose? Oh, there's not. We just sold the last one on Thursday. Oh, no. And we have We have, but you know what? It's really cool. It's going to be really cool. We have the entire ship, and we've never had that before, so that's going to be really exciting for us to kind of have a Fox takeover on the Amazon. So I'm sure Rose will have all sorts of good stories to tell about that. But likely, I would say keep an eye out if you wanted to travel with Fox and do something similar to that, because it worked. It sold really well for us, and I think it's an area where there's still a lot of interest. So could potentially be on the books for the next couple of years. So keep your eye out.
All right. Well, people definitely have cruises on their minds today, Andrea, because we've got another question. Somebody's thinking about doing a Douro River cruise on Avalon in 2026. They've done 4 different cruises with Uniworld, and they're wondering if Avalon is comparable to Uniworld.
So I'm gonna call myself the subject matter expert here, Libby, because I have sailed with both Uniworld and Avalon. I have not done the Douro just because it is new. It's definitely on my bucket list. And if I were going to look at the Douro, I would look at Avalon. Obviously, they have built special ships just because of the depth of the river is different. So they had to have different ships than what they sail on their other European river cruise lines, and Colleen just absolutely raved about them. Uniworld and Avalon are different, but not in the sense that you're taking a hit when it comes to the service level or the food or the accommodations or anything like that. One of the things that I love about Avalon is so many of their ships have panoramic suites, and they do panorama windows that literally go from floor to ceiling, wall to wall, and that really helps to make your stateroom feel a lot bigger. It allows you to see the scenery as you're cruising along. So I would say, even if you've been with Uniworld, I really would not hesitate to sail with Avalon. I think it's a really great option.
We've got Andrea Pradarelli here. She's in for Rose Gray. And Andrea, I want to talk to you about a very special spring escape. It's happening in April and May of this year. We're going to get to that and so much more. It's all ahead on the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Loyalty, family. Few things are more important. This is WTMJ's Steve Scafidi, and Loyal Family Renovations. They saved the day after a brutal storm in Oak Creek. Hail damage, yeah, I had a lot of it. But Jeff, Jake, and the whole team, absolute pros, made the entire process smooth as can be. Let's be honest, not everyone knows how to deal with adjusters. They handle all the questions, quick answers, top-notch customer service. In just 2 days, my roof was done. If storm damage hits, call the team that made it easy for me. Loyal Family Renovations. Visit loyalfamilyrenovations.com.
It's here on consignment from over 10,000 nationwide partners. From very high-end, distinctive furniture, unique antiques and original art, to tasteful home decor that can fit almost any budget. Premium home decor priced right at 25 to 40% off retail prices. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating taste come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
In Heartland, you're going to find a focus on distinctive furniture, unique antiques, and original artwork, along with tasteful home decor that can fit almost any budget. In Pewaukee, the focus is on kitchen, outdoor, and garden decor, and all of it is priced at 25 to 40% off retail. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor on consignment at a value.
Design Exchange.
At Gruber Law Offices, our biggest priority is the care and service we provide to our clients. We know accidents can be overwhelming, and we're here to help every step of the way. Call now. One call, that's all.
Staying active, essential for overall health. Proper medical support, essential for staying active. WTMJ's Vince Vitrano for Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Whether it's keeping a weekend warrior like me on the tennis court or keeping young athletes in the game, you want the best in sports medicine, that's OAW. Surgeons, nurses, and physical therapists help you recover from injury, avoid injury in the future, and enhance performance. Get care 7 days a week. Walk right in at an Ortho ASAP clinic or book an appointment online at orthowisconsin.com.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station. Before you pack your suitcase, hear from the experts. Here's more of the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Andrea Pradarelli is in for Rose Gray today. And Andrea, there is such a fabulous opportunity to see Japan that you're offering in April of 2026. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this one, Libby. I know I keep saying, oh, Colleen has been on this one, but this was one that Colleen was also on last year. And she had such a phenomenal time, and we got such good feedback, and so many people weren't able to get onto that trip that we wanted to offer it again for 2026. So this is one of what we would feature a Fox group vacation. So this is someone where we would have a Fox tour manager from Fox go along with you, along with a driver, along with a tour guide. It's from April 19th to May 2nd, and it's Vibrant Japan in the spring, which is a really great time of year to be able to go and take advantage of Japan and all things that they have to offer. Important reason why we wanted to hit on it, though, is because we're getting kind of close to when the early booking discount ends for this one. So up until December 31st, you can save $250 off per person as an early booking discount. If Japan is, again, something that's on your radar. This one is really hitting all of the must-sees and all of the major highlights that Japan has to offer. You get to participate in a traditional tea ceremony. Last year when Colleen took our group out, everybody got to dress up, and it was really cool. The pictures, I'm sure, it didn't do it justice for how fun it actually was. You get to do a wasabi farm. You get to go to Masamoto Castle, which is one of their castles that they have that dates back to the 16th century. You get to do all things shrines and temples. Tadaji Temple is one that everybody really wants to see. It's one of their most significant temples. We do all sorts of monuments, memorials along the way on this trip. And again, Japan, we were talking about Portugal earlier. Japan is really, really hot right now too, and it's definitely one that you want to knock off that bucket list while you still can. So again, if Japan is something that you've been considering, we have a great group. It's with our good friends at Globus. And again, April 19th to May 2nd, take advantage of that early booking discount, save you a little bit there as well. You can always give our offices a call. 866-GO-FOX-GO. We are open again Monday through Friday. We have 6 physical offices located throughout Wisconsin, but we also have a virtual team that can help you if you are not near one of our offices, or if you'd rather work virtually and not come in. That is absolutely fine too. You can give us a call. You can also click on, Dayton talks about this all the time, the orange button on the bottom of our website, foxworldtravel.com. There's just a big banner that says plan your trip, and you can just put some really small details in there of what it is that you're looking for, and then we can hook you up with the best advisor that might be able to assist you in what you're looking for and really make that connection for you so they can help you plan the most perfect getaway.
And Andrea, let's remind everybody again about the great cruise deals this wave season.
Yeah, we have right now going on our Loyal to Royal Caribbean sale. So this is a really great opportunity for you to take advantage of some really fantastic discounts, some potential onboard credit, some specialty dining, some spa credit based on the level of cabin category that you book. It is going on now through October 10th, so this will be through Friday of this coming week. And you can text FWT 855 to 616-1620 to get the link that will take you right to all of those. On that landing page, we have some specific deals that we already kind of sought out that we think are really fantastic, opportunities to take advantage of some great discounts. But you can, again, always give us a call. 866-GO-FOX-GO. You can go online at any time and kind of play around with some cruises on your own, or again, send in one of those online inquiries and we can get somebody in touch with you on Monday morning.
And Andrea, where's your next destination?
You know what, Libby, I was just telling someone this morning, I don't have anything on the books right now, and it is driving me crazy. So maybe that's what instead of hanging outside in the 90-degree weather, maybe I'll plan my getaway today. But I really haven't done a river cruise in a couple of years, so I think that's really high on my radar right now. So I'm thinking probably early 26, I want to get something on the books for a river cruise.
You better hurry up because I understand they're selling out.
I know. And you know what? The winter will hit me, and then I'll probably plan a last minute, like quick Mexico jaunt or something, because I really, the warm weather in the Caribbean speaks to me as well. So.
I don't blame you at all. Andrea Pradarelli in for Rose Gray on today's Fox World Travel Show. Thank you so much for joining us. And what's that number to call again?
866-GO-FOX-GO, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5.
I'm Libby Collins. Thanks so much for joining us today. I'll be back actually next week for Dayton once again. Stick around. It's Money Talk after the news, and then our Brewers coverage begins at 11 o'clock today. First pitch, 1:08.
The preceding program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed during the Fox World Travel Show are solely that of the hosts and guests of Fox World Travel and not WTMJ or Good Karma Brands.